Hi there, and welcome to Trial by Fernanda. On today's Pick a Card, I'll answer whether you two will end up together, if there's a future. Now, this question can be asked by maybe you're someone who's in a relationship with someone else and you're wondering if you will end up together in the future. You could be thinking of an ex-boyfriend, an ex-girlfriend, an ex-partner, or someone that you're just seeing, you just start seeing right now, and you just want to know whether you will end up together. Now, you have to think of this person and intuitively pick the right pile for you. And now, once that you're ready and you have picked the right pile, you can head to the description box or the comment section and you'll find the timestamp for each pile or deck, because really what you're picking is a deck. Now also I want to thank everyone who has already subscribed so far, and if you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to support this channel's growth. I'll see you in a couple seconds. Bye. Hi there, pile number one, and welcome to your reading. So we'll see if you and this person will end up together, but to come to that conclusion, I also want to make sure that you're aware of the dynamic that you two share, whether this is your ex, your current relationship, or if this is like the current person you're talking to at this moment. And so we're gonna go over past, present, future, and then ask your angels whether you and this person will end up together. Okay? So one second. Oh, okay. Person A and person B. So first, I'm going to be looking at the past and to understand a little bit better your dynamic as a couple, or if there was like a romantic connection between you two, to understand better the dynamic and the energy that each of you brought into this connection. So I need just one card. If you can give me one card. Now, also, thank you so much for those that have already subscribed. And if you're just subscribing today, thank you so much. This really helps the channel to keep growing. Now, what I'm doing is I'm shuffling up until there's a card coming out flying. Why? Some tarot readers, they will pick the cards, but I like to have the deck offering this card on its own. So I always only pick the card if actually it came out flying on its own. So let's see. Person B. And I just need one card. Let me look at person A in the meantime. You got this 8 of Swords, and person B, you got this 10 of Swords. Okay. So in the past, pile number one, it seemed like you both were in a place that you were very mental. You were felt pretty down in your life when you both met, but maybe you were not necessarily aware of it. So person A was someone who was a bit more insecure in life. Person A, whoever this was, whether it was you or the other person, had a lot of insecurities, I will say, I feel like also very little experience in life, and so she or he had a lot of fears, and that's why like the insecurities, because I feel like this person didn't have that much experience in dating or being noticed by others or being popular or something like that. So this person felt like she was not being seen, or he was not being seen by others. So that's the initial like dynamic or energy that he or she was bringing into this connection to begin with. Someone who was like blindfolded and may be making a lot of mistakes because doesn't understand the dynamic of things, because once again he or she didn't have much experience in this type of things. I don't know if it's romantic connections that he didn't have experience, or if it's like she had like a past that was a bit more like turbulent or something like that. I feel like also with the fact that this person is blindfolded, is like, I just have this feeling that person A could not see how beautiful she was or how handsome he was. He or she felt that, I just feel like this person was very clever. This person A, is so smart, but he or she doesn't realize that. And because of whatever situation that was going on in their life at that moment. And they were very inexperienced, and they were, maybe in the past they were very isolated. They never had friends, and never had boyfriends or girlfriends or anything like that. And so they had a lot of insecurities about how the dynamic works, and everything will like also trigger them. Now, person B, this person, I feel like in the past would behave very on the defense, because he or she will feel like no one understood her and people around her betrayed her or him. Like this person felt like someone has betrayed them. Like it's the end of the world. Maybe also this person was more prone to go through a depression, or to have like meltdowns, anxiety attacks. And that's something that this person was dealing with a lot in the past. So you get two people in here, one that has not been exposed too much in the past, and then another person who is going through a very tough time in their lives. It could also be that this person was going through a loss in his or her life, something just crumble in their life, and just they did not have the energy to be taking care of others, and it felt more like person A or other people had to take care of him. So I'm gonna put this over here and look at the current energy of you two, person A and person B. So person A energy. Now I need one card. What's person's A energy in the present? You got this Four of Coins. And person B. Now this, take this and apply it to your situation, because I understand that a lot of you may not be together. Some of you are, but some of you are not, may not even know what's going on with this other person's life, because you may have had no contact with this person for some time. So just take whatever resonates and leave the rest. Now, I see already this person A, got this Four of Coins. This is the energy they're in right now. And it's important to understand the energy and the frequency that each person is in, so to understand what is it that they can give to you, right? If you were to be with this person right now, this is the energy they can give you. This is the energy they can offer to you. So you got this Four of Coins, and now the Nine of Cups for person B. So I do see that person A is someone who, even right now, currently or presently, is still playing it very, very safe. Person A, I feel like, is scared of things that could go wrong in life. And so he or she is very careful with his life, with his economy, with his savings. And sometimes, person B may not necessarily like that. I don't know. But it's because, someone who's always so safe all the time, or so like protective all the time, moves from fear, right? So fear is what is motivating this person to be so careful about everything. And it just feels like person A is playing it very safe. So we see that like person A from the past to person to the present, there has been some level of evolvement because he's putting himself out there at this point. But this person keeps being someone very methodical, very strategic, very safe at all times, very cautious. And this could be something very positive if that's what person B wants from person A. Now, person B, the type of energy that he or she can bring at this moment in life currently is he is working really hard to make all his wishes come true, all his desires come true, but he or she is really thinking about their own desires, not about other people. So this can maybe seem a bit selfish from perception from person A, because person B is really just trying to look for personal fulfillment and is working really hard at getting, things achieved in his life. But you can tell that it's like two people, like right now, if you're not together, I just feel like both of you have nothing really good to offer right now to each other, because one is feeling, this energy is feeling very selfish right now, or very self-centered. To people from the, like, other people, it may seem like selfish, but the person who's living in this energy, they're just putting themselves first for once. They are fulfilling their dreams, they're fulfilling their goals, they're making things happen for themselves, and they feel pretty happy about it. I'll say that. They're in a time in their lives that they feel like they don't need much from others because they're happy on their own. And that's just something how they feel. And with this Four of Coins, this other person is playing it very safe, and all its focus is like in this box. So this person too, in this card you see so many people, but it's actually the same person but dressed differently. And this person, so he's technically alone. And this person is also alone and is just so focused on keeping this box saved. So I just feel like you two, whether you're together or not, you are right now in a dynamic that you're not capable to be there for the other person. Your focus is not there. So while one person, if you're together, you may feel like person A is trying to be saving money, trying to be safe about things, trying to be strategic, yet person B may not take things so seriously, and person A may feel like person B is indulging so much, and that does not understand how person B feels so happy and so good with himself or herself and by himself. And why person B is like happy, but also all the attention and all the happiness is within, and like not necessarily caring about other people's needs at this moment. So from the outside, it may seem selfish, but I can tell you that this energy is one of self-love, one of, like I said, looking to feel fulfilled, even if that's not pleasing other people. And so I just feel like if you were to be in a connection right now, or if you are dating right now, I can see how this could be a bit challenging and tough, because it's like no one is giving in. No one is actually giving offering warmth to the other. No one is offering love to the other, support to the other person. Both of you are very focused on your own life. And if you're not together, this also explains why right now it's not like necessarily the best time to be together. Now let me look at the future for person A versus person B. Person A. Person A. You got the Six of Cups for person A. Now, there is some growth in this because you go from, person A goes from the Eight of Swords, so that's the air element, to the Four of Coins, so that's earth, and then goes to the Six of Cups. So it's like someone who tries to rationalize things, but also lets her fears get in the way. Then realizes, okay, I need to build some level of safety in my life, so looks for stability, and that's the earth element. But then in the future, finally this person is thinking of connecting with his or her emotions. Let's see. Person. Okay. So person A got the Six of Cups, and person B got the, Dervish, which is the Hermit. So I will say, group number 1, that in this case, the energy, the dynamic, or, the energy that each of you will have, person A is really focused on the past, is now, I will also say, healing emotionally, but it's really like there's a lot of melancholy on this side, on this person. I feel like she or he keeps feeding herself from memories only. Okay, like if she or he's not building necessarily new memories, or when you are in a relationship and you keep going and it's not that bad, but really the great times were really, really long time ago, and you keep like holding on to that. That's how it feels. So I feel like person A in the future keeps having this, if they're together, if these two people are together, this person is evolving into someone loving but very melancholic, someone who doesn't let the past go. And not because she's reminding other people of their past and their mistakes, but more about she pretends to stay the same forever, or that things have to stay the same forever. And I see person B has evolved. This person goes from being very feeling down and depressed in the past, and of course not being capable of offering more to their partner, to someone who may seem a bit more selfish and more self-centered. And then in the future, this person is looking for answers and is doing a lot of self-awareness and introspection work. A lot of self-work, a lot of inner child healing, finding his own answers, and also isolating himself from others. And so this would be hard because you have one person who craves to go on a solo journey, who craves to find answers by himself, and who has this craving of isolating himself even more. And you have this other person that is looking to remember beautiful times and is more in this nostalgia era, and wants to share those memories and have someone to laugh with and be like, do you remember when this happened? And do you remember when you asked me out? And do you remember when our kids were young? So it's just this person wants to emotional connect, but this other person wants to isolate himself or herself, and wants to find answers and wants to find their own authenticity and individuality, and it's in a journey of a lot of growth. And so this is why I'm gonna see what your angels say if you will end up together, because of course end up together does not mean that it's for your highest good. It means that most likely because of your actions you two will actually end up together. But because I care about your highest good, it is that I did this first part of the reading, because this way you can make your own conclusions as well if this connection is the type of connection that you want. So let me see your angels, your spirit guides, if what they let me know, whether you and this other person will actually be together in the future. So you will be together in the future, and you got the Two of Staffs later on. So Your answer is yes. You will end up together. And but I do feel that in case that this was, you were asking because you're not with this person currently, you will be with this person again in the future. Yes. But with this Two of Staffs, it is letting me know that there will be a second path revealed to you two in the future. And there may be someone new, there may be someone else that you meet that you realize that this could be a better partnership. And I just want to be transparent with you because, yes, they're saying you two will end up together. So if you were asking about an ex, you two will reunite. If you're asking about someone who you're talking right now, even if you already can tell that maybe you're not the best match for each other, you will actually be dating this person. And if you're in a relationship, you're still in this relationship with this person in the future. Now, end up together to me is not marriage. For me is like if you will end up together for a period of time. And the answer is yes, but you will be presented later on with a second path. And you'll realize that you got options. You'll realize that there's other possibilities and other people and other types of love out there. And maybe someone who is a better fit for you. I don't know if you're person A or if you're person B. But either way, it just seems that both of you will, at some point on your path, on your travels, you will meet someone else that you will realize it makes much more sense for the relationship or the future that you want to build. And that is what they are telling me about this connection. Let me see if there's anything else. They're talking about second chances. So a lot of you were asking about someone who it did not work out to begin with. And yes, there's going to be a second chance, but it just feels like both of you have to choose the same path. Both of you, when you're given this option of maybe someone else or maybe a different path that does take you far from the other person, you two have to choose the same path to remain together. Yeah, it just seems like there could be someone else that is a better fit for you. But that's something that, well, most likely you two will actually end up together. But that nonetheless, there will be another person put on your path or another opportunity, another person. And that's just something that they're saying. Okay? Pile number 1, I hope that this reading was helpful and you find a bit of guidance that you can apply into your life. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for subscribing, for giving a like, and I will see you on the next reading. Bye. Hi there, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. So, on today's reading, I'm gonna give you more than a yes or no answer of whether you two will end up together. Because my style of reading is always giving you information that will make you see the bigger picture and that will be for your highest good. So for you to be capable of choosing your highest outcome or the highest good, you have to have some information that usually you will not have access to. And so I'm going to be asking about you and your person's energy in the past, present, and future. And this will give you a picture of who you were, who you are, and who you will become, and also who this person will become, and what type of dynamic you two can have together in a relationship. And so this is important to know even before your angels answer whether you most likely will end up together, because you got to understand that the answer of whether you will end up together or not is not about if this is your highest good, because some people end up together and it's not their highest good. It's not the path that takes them to fulfilling their purpose whatsoever. But we all are humans, and so sometimes we decide or we choose a path that is not authentic to our purpose, yet we choose it because of whatever reason. And so I just want to make sure that you are given all the information before you get your angel's answer. Okay? So let's see. Person A's energy and person B. Now I'm going to be describing person A and person B. And then as I describe this person, you will be capable of knowing who person A is and who person B is, whether it's you or the other person. So person A already, it shows that in the past, this person was someone who's very, very, very confident, okay? Person A, in the past, from the beginning of this connection, whether this is an ex, your current relationship, someone you're talking to, person A is very, very confident, is someone who really takes good care of herself or himself. Is someone that enjoys the nice things in life, enjoys the pleasures of life, enjoys to dress, nicely and look good and get attention from people. She loves to be put on a pedestal, etc., etc. Well, usually I don't take 2 cards, but I will make the exception. I'll make an exception today. And I'll take this 2 for person B. So this person is really, I'm not sure if this person is necessarily confident or more like a bit cocky, but this person has gotten attention in the past, is someone who pampers herself or himself. So, when you're already someone who has a lot of self-love and who takes such a good care of yourself, when someone comes along, you expect the same. So this person has high standards. Person A, it's a person that has very high standards and likes to be chased and likes to be admired and likes to be put on a pedestal as well, and likes to be around people that know her or his value. Now, person B in the past, and this is I'm going to describe the dynamic that you two could have, because now person B, you have this Knight of Cups and you also got the Moon. So this person is very romantic, maybe a water sign, so a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. That's person B. And in the past, this person was the romantic one, was the one who was taking the steps for something to happen, for something to happen between you two. Okay, this person B, was a person who kind of made it clear that he or she had feelings for you, that he or she was there for you. This person is much more insecure, or is a bit insecure, because this person is not insecure whatsoever. But person B was more insecure, was more afraid. This person feels very deeply, not only for person A, but in general, this person, and this is why I feel like person B may be a water sign, a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer, most likely a Cancer, because this person feels very, very deeply and maybe very emotional, maybe someone who feels like crying more often, is someone who doesn't keep anything inside, probably the person who said, I love you first. This person is has really good intentions and wants to offer this love to someone. And but with the Moon here, this is telling me that although he had or she had good intentions, I feel like this person may have made some mistakes. Because sometimes we think someone who's so loving, so romantic and everything, nothing can go wrong. But with the Moon, this is letting me know that there was something about the way he goes about it that he made some mistakes in the past, I can tell. And this other person is so confident about herself and has, is beautiful, has had attention in the past, whether it's a she or a he. And so I feel like these are 2 people that are young, that have good intentions, but I really feel like even though this person B, had really good intentions and really loved the other person, I feel like this person made a couple of mistakes, and that has a lot to do with how insecure or his unconsciousness, his fears, his insecurities, were coming out. So let's see now. Now, the current energies now some of you may not even be together, but this is important to understand because this will also help you to understand whether you and him or you and her, if it makes sense to be together right now. So you got person A and you got person B. So person A is being represented by the Seven of Swords. So person A keeps being someone who is very confident of himself or herself, who also, I feel like this person feels entitled to things. And so if these things are not given to her or him right away, he or she will just take them. And so, and this could really, if you're together, this will describe better like your dynamic. If you're not together, this is just important to know. And you know who's person A and person B based on how I'm describing people, okay? So you know who are you in this scenario. So person A right now is someone that, like I said, will maybe sometimes I'll do shady stuff, sneaky things to get his way. And of course, that's not good, but that's not bad either. So it's not like person A is a good or a bad person, but it's just that sometimes the way he or she goes about things is not the right way. Sometimes he or she will try to cut a bit of road to get there faster. And so sometimes he or she will also do a lot of things that look bad, even though they were like in his thoughts were like, well, I had good intentions. So I do feel like this person is a bit entitled. He or she's not really aware of other people's feelings or other people's problems, and he or she feels that he's in the right. They feel like they're always on the right. I mean, they're always in the right. And I just feel like this type of person will be the type of person that if someone else does the same thing, they will get really mad. But when they do it, then it's like they have excuses or reasons why. And I feel like they're the type of people that will say like, I'm honorable. I will never do this to harm you. Yet the stuff that they do does harm you. But they just hide behind the whole thing of, well, I didn't mean to, like, I didn't do it with intentions to harming you. And so that's all the responsibility they take, When someone who actually takes responsibility will say, well, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it for it to hurt you, but I understand now that it did. And I take, responsibility for that, for my actions. And if this is something repetitive, they will see that they're wrong. But this person doesn't see that they're wrong. Now, the hangman, this person, you see this very charming, romantic person, and the current energy is the hanged man. So this person feels romantically stuck in life. Whether you're together or not, this person B, hasn't found necessarily their match, hasn't found necessarily like, yeah, if you're not together, this person hasn't found his or her true love yet, hasn't found like a romantic connection where they feel like this is it. Now, if you are together with the hangman, this person feels stuck because person B feels that they have so much potential, they have so much knowledge, they have so much to say and to share with others, yet they can't due to the situation. So this could be because person A is not listening at all whatsoever. And so this person feels that he keeps trying to push a wall, and it's impossible. And with the hangman, this is why you always say this like luminous circle. And it's because it does represent someone who has a lot to give to the world, has a lot of knowledge, has a lot to share. Yet he is being stopped from continuing his journey because he is hanged by his foot, right? So I just feel like if you're in a relationship, person B's need is not being met. And person A is very distracted and doesn't apologize for anything and may not be very honest currently into this relationship. And if you're not together, well, this explains why right now you would not be a good match, and it's better to keep it that way, because you're not on a high frequency to be able to share something beautiful with the other person. So let's see in the future person A and person B. Person A and person B. Person A, person B. Okay. So look at how person A, in the past, it was the Nine of Coins. In the future, this person will become the Nine of Cups. Now, this is telling me that person A, if they were being shady, or if they were being impatient for a reason, because when we're being impatient is because we feel like we're missing out, or there's not going to be enough left for everyone. We feel like we deserve for things to be like now. But in the future, person A is finally like fully satisfied and feels fulfilled with his or her situation, feels pretty comfy wherever he is or she is, doesn't feel like needs to be looking like outside, because everything that he needs or she needs, it's like right with him. So that's a really good frequency to be in. It's someone who's really feels satisfied and feels fulfilled and feels like, like when someone has had a really good meal, are you really gonna go out and eat again? No, because you just had a really good meal at home. And that's the feeling I'm getting from this person. And person B, it's really interesting to see this transformation from a loving boy or a loving person to someone who currently feels stuck in life, feels like there's something that is not allowing him or her to move on, or to, create all the amazing things that he or she has in mind for whatever reason. But in the future with the sun, this person is so happy. This person becomes a sun ray of, becomes sunshine, which is beautiful because he goes from someone who is such a loving person but has the moon. So it's someone who does not know what he's doing. He's very insecure, or she's very insecure. She has a lot of fear. She has a lot of, she has a lot of voices that tells him that he's not capable of doing things, and he cannot control his emotions. And then in the future, this person becomes sunshine and becomes like someone who laughs a lot, has fun, knows how to have a good time, is so optimistic and happy. And so if you two are in a relationship, this really does reflect on a better dynamic in the future. If you're not in a relationship, I can already tell you that in the future, you two could be a better match than you are right now, like in the present, because in the future, at least both of you feel satisfied with yourself. And when you feel happy and stable and satisfied with who you are and where you are in life, and you feel happy and at peace, you don't go out there hurting anyone else. So let's see if you will be together in the future. Will you end up together? Will you end up together? Oh. Will you end up together? If you're here, if you have made it up to this point, make sure to subscribe, to give it a like, to let YouTube know that this content is valuable to you. Yeah, you got Temperance, and at the bottom you got this 8 of Swords. So your angels are saying that you could be together if you are capable of finding harmony and find balance with your two personalities. I just feel like you two are very different. You have very different personalities. And so it will take so much for you to be able to find that harmony, find that balance. But it is possible that you actually end up together. But it will take time before you find. So they're saying yes, but not right now. It will have to be in the future. And that's because, like I said, you two are very different. You're opposites. And so right now, this would not necessarily be an option that benefits you. In the future, this could change. Yeah, as long as you find balance. And as long as both of you are fair and honest with each other. Because currently there may be some dishonesty. Yeah. I'll leave it at that. Group number 2, I hope that this reading was helpful and serves you as guidance. I will see you on the next pick a card. And thank you so much for your support. Bye. Hi there, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. Now, let me start with your past, present, and future energy, yours and your person, and then I'm gonna look at whether your angels say that you will end up together or not. So, why is it important to understand your each other's energy and dynamic? This is because when we look at things, we can also be realistic, and you can also make your own decision, because even if your angels say yes, there will be opportunity in the future to end up together, right? If you already see that you two are becoming very different people in the future, you can also make your own call, and you can start being prepared to make that call. And yeah, so what I'm going to be doing is you versus him or her, and because I don't want to attribute a specific side to you, I'll just say person A versus person B, and based on what I'm describing, you will know who am I describing. Okay, so let's see person A in the past and person B in the past. So, group number 3, you got person A in the past, represented by the 5 of arrows, and person B represented by the 5 of staves. So, you two connected because of the frequency you were in, I guess, or the shadow you had, the work that you needed to go through. So, pile 3, I do feel like person A was someone who felt very threatened by others at times. Person A was like someone who will like push away people and then be like, no, don't go, will be very harsh, and then will be like, no, I'm sorry. So it was someone who was very unstable when it comes to like, not emotions necessarily, but his mind was all over the place, or her mind was all over the place. So some days he will decide we're not together, and the next day was like, no, we are together, or yes, I do love you. So it wasn't like emotional stability, but it was more than mental stability, and was very indecisive. And person B, well, the frequency of 5 does talk about a lot of change, and that's why you connected. Okay, now person B was someone who was instead very competitive, had such a strong character, would like be someone who will really take a stand for whatever was important. And so these two people were capable of like handling each other, because both of them were very feisty, but one will take an approach more of like, like a scorpion that like hurts, or a snake that is like, attacking all the time, while this other person B, their strength didn't come from like trying to hurt others, or from their instability, but more from like because they're very competitive people, they're very fiery people. This person B, like I said, they if this person believes in something, they will really protect whatever they believed in, and they will really take a stand. Now, also because you got 2 5s, this could mean that your connection was in the frequency of number 5. I'm not a numerologist, but if you look relationship number 5, you will understand that relationships number 5s are really ups and downs. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of attraction, there's a lot of fireworks. But the thing is, it's usually to people that are very different, or that to people that are not necessarily, there will be like a match right then and there, but there's a lot of fights, there's a lot of up and downs, there's a lot of like together and breakups again and together again. And so it's a push and pull type of dynamic, although it's very like passionate. So I'm going to leave this over here, and let me look now at current and like your current energy for person A and person B. So person A got the 8 of arrows, and person B got the ace of staffs. Now, it's the second time that in a row that you got air element and air element for person A, and fire element and fire element for person B. So this could mean that person A may be an air sign, so that is an Aquarius, a Gemini, a Libra, and person B may be a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Now, currently, person A is still like all over the place mentally. So this person feels cornered. This person feels like weak, feels insecure, has a lot of fears, feels, like I said, cornered, like all doors are closed. This person's perception right now is very foggy. It's influenced by her state of mind. So this person could actually be going through depression. Also, I do feel like person A is someone who may have pushed so much people away from her, or people that actually had their best intentions. He or she pushed all those people that really care about her. And you got the Ace of Staffs representing this person B, that, like I said, is someone who's very brave, who is competitive, who, yes, can be conflictive as well, but is more someone who will defend, will protect whatever he believes in. And with this Ace of Staffs, while this person A, is kind of stuck in a specific place in life, person B is like getting ready to start a new adventure, is getting ready to say yes to a new opportunity. It's getting ready to accept something new, to take a new path, to walk a new path, and it's really, really exciting. So right now, if you two are in a relationship, person A may not be capable of bringing positivity and optimism into the relationship or the connection. If you're not together, I feel like person A may need a bit more healing, may need a bit more of support before she or he can offer something that, because I just feel like person B has a lot of goals, has a lot of ambition, and really cares about being authentic, while person A is stuck in like earthly things, stuck into his or her drama. Hurt is real, but one thing is that when we are in the stage of suffering is not normal. Suffering is not healing either. Suffering is not real in the sense of, it is real. It's just that it's not natural, because we all get hurt, and we heal. But when we suffer, it's because we're not capable of getting out of that hurting. And so we want to extend the hurting as much as we can. And I feel like this person is staying in that stage, whether it's hurting or I just feel like this person has such a hard time to let people in. Let's look at in the future, who are you becoming? Who are you two becoming? Person A. This just took a turn. Okay. Person A. And person B. Yeah, I can see that you two can be a better match in the future for sure. For sure. So person A, I feel like person A will do a lot of work. A lot of work on herself or himself, because this person becomes someone very smart, very educated, and very intuitive, and she represents wisdom. So I just feel like she really learns from her mistakes, and she becomes a very wise person, a very intuitive person. She's someone who now accepts her shadow and her light energy. Her or she. I'm just saying her because right now this is showing me that feminine energy, but it's either her or him. So person A is finally accepting her shadow energy, her light energy, her mistakes, and that she's human. And she's also being a much more intuitive person. She's developing skills to be capable of putting that mind to ease, and also to be able to connect with her guides. Person B keeps being someone who's very brave, who's very adventurous. Person B continues to be someone who's very bold, who has like an inner child, and that someone who always wants to be like more like laughing, taking life a little bit like more like casual. Someone who I feel like this person with innocence is like he keeps, or he takes care of his inner child. And he's someone, like I said, who is going on an adventure, who is not afraid of taking risks, who may not be as methodical or educated as person A, or he may have education, but the thing is, he doesn't plan as much as maybe person A is compelled to plan his or her life. So person B is very impulsive, like I said, brave, innocent, and it's very independent, I will say, at the same time. But I just feel like here we got two major arcanas, and I feel like this could be a better match. I just gotta say though that this took a turn because person A has matured so much in the future. And so I will say that this person is much wiser and much more stable than person B at that point. So if person A is willing to, be dating someone who may not take life as seriously or may not take responsibility of things as much, that's fine. Let's see if you two will be together, if you two will end up together in the future. So you got the 10 of arrows. So, no. That's a no from your angels. So you will not end up together, group number 3. And this is what I'm seeing here, because I just feel like there are also in the future, there could be betrayals, or maybe there were already betrayals that you cannot get over it, or one of you two cannot get over it, because you got 10 of swords, 7 of arrows, 10 of swords, 7 of swords, and the tower. And this comes from like one of you two feeling betrayed completely. So I just feel like one of you, there is something that happens that is such a betrayal for the other person, and some of you, this actually means cheating, or yeah, the thing, you're not gonna end up together, because if you do, even if you do, and with oppression, this tells me even if you do and you maintain a very long-term relationship, at some point this will crumble down, because there are some things, there have been some betrayals, there have been some things that were a bit shady or were done in the dark, and everything will come out. That's what they're saying. And so you two are not ending up together, most likely are not ending up together. So group number 3, I do hope that this reading, was useful and serves you as guidance. Do remember to subscribe, to give it a like, and to comment to help this channel to keep growing. I'll see you on the next pick a card.